Right. So, everybody, this is Mel Carey, Flash Media Sports. We have Mr. Trainer Rick Griffith here, Phoenix, Arizona. He hails from Detroit, Michigan. So, he has October 11th, he has the Bill Miller Invitational. He's bringing that to the Valley. Already have over hundreds of people signed up currently for that event. And so, just before we get started, I would just like for you to let a little bit of the people know about yourself, like who you are, and what got you into boxing.
All right, my name is Rick Griffith. I'm originally out of Detroit. I've been involved in boxing. I've been boxing since I was 8 years old. Bill Miller, Mr. Bill Miller, he's my mentor. He taught me how to train professional fighters. When I started off in the amateurs, working with the kids, I was under a guy named Dave Gray. And Miller took me under his wing and schooled me on how to train professional fighters. And I've been doing that for over 30 years now. And that's why I have to, throw this show in his honor.
Okay. Well, great. Well, definitely looking forward to that on October 11th. So, just with that, could you tell us a little bit about where is it going to be at? A little bit about the venue.
So the venue is called the Saigon Center. It's in Chandler. The address is 2150 Arizona Ave. It's going to be a nice venue because I need nice venues to separate our shows from the other shows, the rest of the club shows. So we picked out a nice ballroom for this event.
Okay. So, outside of you told us a little bit about why in honor of Bill Miller is why you're doing this event. But could you tell us a little bit more about outside of you doing it in his honor? Are there any additional other reasons why you do that? Because I see you out in the community a lot with working with youth all over. I see you all over the valley. So could you just share a little bit about us, why you do it, what it is, what you do?
Um, well, Emmanuel Stewart, I used to work with him as well. He always told us to keep an amateur program going. That's why you see me with all at the amateur shows working with kids as young as 8 and 9 years old, because our amateur program has to feed our program, our pro program. So when I left Detroit, I moved to Las Vegas. I had a fighter at the time who was a great prospect. He ended up fulfilling his dream fighting for 2 world titles.
There is no place like the corner. The corner is home to craftsmen who must be part surgeon, part field general, part psychologist. For James Toney, his corner is manned by one of the best, a wily veteran named Bill Pops Miller.
We're running out of rounds. We got to dog this man.
At first glance, 74-year-old Bill Miller and 25-year-old James Toney would seem an odd couple, and indeed early on, the two didn't mesh.
I remember the first time we used to work together at that gym. Oh, I wanted to kill you. Yeah, he's the meanest guy I met. And, because he don't take no, Pops don't take no bullshit. He's straight up. It's either his way or the highway. Cause he said, I'm too old for this. I don't need this. If you're going to learn, you're going to learn. If you're going to play around, go somewhere else, 'cause I don't need you.
I looked at James and said, looks like he's a good athlete. All he needs is somebody to stay on and push him. And be willing to teach him, because probably up until then he probably never dealt with nobody like me.
What Miller saw in Toney was a flashback to his own youth, to the 1930s in Cincinnati, where Miller began his boxing career as a young boy.
My mother had 3 brothers. They was all prize fighters. Consequently, at an early age, they used to take me with them to them gyms. But as they would teach me, I'd practice on all the kids in the neighborhood.
For 7 decades, Miller has studied the sweet science, and now he imparts his encyclopedic knowledge of the sport to James. Professor Miller tutors his young student with the help of vintage fight films, particularly those of an old friend from Cincinnati, former heavyweight champion Ezzard Charles.
We'd always watch the man's combinations, then we'd watch his defense. How he could make a man miss, slip and slide, roll and counter, and still have good position, good balance, and knew where he was at all times out there. And these are the things that, we should talk about. Says, you're going to do all of this here. And we used to always say that you're going to be better than these guys. You're going to take what they had and improve on it.
He used to hang out with his man as a child, so he tried to bring some of that out in me. You know, I work on, he gave me some tapes. He said, look at these tapes, study them, and then you try to perfect them as we go along. He don't try to push nothing on you. You know, he's a teacher. He's not a trainer, he's a teacher. I'm a student, I listen to everything he says.
There is one thing, however, that James will not listen to: Bill's music. Bill Miller's passion for boxing is exceeded only by his love of jazz.
I should always say that Charlie Parker was the music, what Ray Robinson was at the boxing. When you listen to Charlie Parker play, you listen to a master. You heard it all there. And he expressed it with his instrument, where Ray Robinson expressed his with his movement, his hand speed, and his agility, and it was closely related. It told you a message.
All in all, Bill Miller and James Toney are an odd couple, but the combination works because of their mutual love of boxing and their mutual respect and love for one another.
See, James like a son to me. I love James. I'd do anything for James. People say, well, why don't you change his attitude? If I change his attitude, then he wouldn't be James Toney. I love him like he is.
That's why he's like a dad to me, dad I never had coming up, you know. I can go to Pops for anything. Yeah, I love Pops. He's great, you know, I just love him. I love him dearly.